Good afternoon, students. Welcome back. I'm handling the fourth standard, 7th chapter, soil. Yesterday we were in this chapter. Okay, we'll recall what all we did in the last class. Soil means the uppermost layer of the earth's surface. Soil means uppermost layer of the earth's surface is called soil. It is mixed of rocks, minerals, and died and death and decaying plants and animals. It is a mix of rocks, minerals, death and decaying animals and plants. Soil is important for growth of plants. Soil is very important for the purpose of growth of plants. Plants absorb water, minerals. Plant will absorb water and minerals, salt from the soil through their roots. They will absorb from where? From the roots. Okay, they will absorb from the roots. Formation of soil means it takes thousands of years for soil. It takes thousands of years of formation of soil. And to form a soil, it needs thousands of years. It takes thousands of years. What it takes? Thousands of years to form a soil. Soil formation is breaking up rocks into tiny pieces. What it does? It makes pieces. Okay, it will make pieces, tiny pieces by the sun, heat, water, temperature, wind, and roots of the plants. Okay, soil formation by breaking up rocks into tiny pieces, with the help of sunlight, sun's heat. Okay, sun's heat, water, wind. Okay, with the help of sun, heat, water, heat, temperature, wind, and roots of plants. Roots of plants. Okay, roots of plants. This is called weathering of rocks. This is called as weathering of rocks. Rocks are heated by the sun. Rocks are heated by the sun and cooled by the rain and wind. Okay, rocks will heat by the sun. Heat by sun. Okay, cools by water and wind. Okay, it will heat by the sun, cools by water and wind. It will cool by the water and wind repeatedly from many years. It happens repeatedly for many years. Due to repeated heat and repeated cooling, rock develops and cracks. Finally it breaks into tiny pieces. At the end of finally what happens? It breaks into tiny pieces. These small pieces are carried by the place through wind, water, or flowing of water. Through wind and flowing of water. The small pieces rub against each other and becomes smaller and smaller. It becomes smaller and smaller. When we rub each other, means what happens? It becomes smaller and smaller with a passing time. With the passing of time, these particles are mixed together. That is called as organic matter. This is called as organic matter, thus forming soil. What it forms? It forms a soil. In the soil, what all we consist means continuous of soil, constituents of soil. Different places have different kinds of soil. Different places will be having different kind of soil. May consist of humus, clay, sand. Okay, it consists of humus. It consists of humus, clay. It consists of humus, clay, and also sand. Okay, it consists humus, clay, and sand. Humus remains of death plants and animals. Death plants and animals. Died plants and animals. Died plants and animals. Clay, fine grains of soil soil. Sand, bigger particles of soil. These are the bigger particles of soil. Gravels means and stone. Gravels and stones reserves organisms like earthworms, insects and microorganisms are also found in the soil. We find these types also in the soil. Gravels and stones in a various organisms and various organisms like earthworms, insects and microorganisms are also found on the soil. These also be found on the soil. Air and water moistures are also present in the soil. Air and water and moisture. These are the moisture are also present in the soil. We went on the layer of soils. We are facing of three layer of soil. What are they? Topsoil, subsoil and bedrock soil. Okay. Topsoil, it is the uppermost layer of the earth. It is the uppermost layer of the earth consisting of loose soil. It consisting of loose soil and is rich in humus. And it is rich in humus, the other nutrients. Than the other nutrients. Plants gets these nutrients for the growth and development of plants. For the growth and development of plants. This layer may be in dark color. The uppermost layer is in a dark color due to the presence of humus. While it is dark in color means due to the presence of humus. Next is subsoil. It lays below the topsoil. Subsoil lays below the topsoil. The top layer and is closely packed layer. It is closely packed layer to a soil. For a soil. It consists some rocks particles. It consists some rock particles and hard than the topsoil. It is harder than the topsoil. It is light in color with more sand and few stone. It is light in color. Topsoil is dark in color. It is light in color and it is having more sand and few stones. It is having more sand and few stones. This soil may have minerals. This soil may have minerals like nutrients. It is having minerals like nutrients for the plants. It gives nutrients for the plants, but it consists of no humus. Topsoil will consist of humus, but subsoil have no humus. The roots of the tree reaches sometimes what happens, some of the trees roots will reach the subsoil. The topsoil will be carrying the roots. In some cases what happens, it may reach the subsoil also. Bed soil lays below the subsoil. Subsoil lays below the topsoil as well as below the subsoil we can come bed soil. We face a bed soil. It lays below the subsoil. This bed soil lays below the subsoil and contains rocks particle. It contains rock particles and minerals. Rock particles and minerals. It is the hardest layer. This bedrock is the hardest layer of the soil. It is the hardest layer of the soil, also known as solid rock, and it is called as solid rock. Okay, it consists solid rock. What it consists? It consists of solid rock. It consists of solid rocks. Okay, it is bed soil consists of solid rocks, underground water and found here. What happens in the bedrock? Rock we find the underground water. Okay, it is all about solid rocks. It is having solid rocks and we find the underground water. It was all about topsoil, subsoil and bed soil. Now we'll go to about types of soil. We are having three types of soil. First one is sandy soil. Types of soil. Okay, sandy soil. Sandy soil means, okay, sandy soil. It is a type of soil particles are loosely packed. It is a what? Loosely packed. It holds lot of air and cannot hold the water. It will hold lot of air, not water. This sandy soil doesn't hold the water. It will hold the air. Okay, it will hold the air, but now cannot hold water. Okay, it cannot hold water. It is grey and brown in color. It is grey and brown in color. It contains less organic matter. It contains less organic matter. The plants do not grow well in these areas. Okay, plants will not grow in this soil. Plant will not grow in this soil. It is found in desert and seashores. This kind of soil is found in desert and seashores. Okay, this consists 60% of sand. What it consists? It consists of 60% of sand. Okay, sandy soil consists of 60% of sand. It is so cold than water has hold capacity. Holding the water capacity is less and it is poor. Okay, it's poor here. Water capacity, holding water capacity is poor. In which? In sandy soil. The amount of air present in the soil is maximum. Holding the amount of air is maximum. Poor. Water is poor, it is maximum, it is more here. Holding air. Sandy soil is not suitable for growth of plants. This sandy soil is not suitable for growth of plants. Watermelon and coconut trees are grown in sandy areas. Yes, watermelon and coconut trees are grown in sandy areas. Next is loamy soil. It consists of very fine clayey particles. It consists of, loamy soil. Loamy soil consists of both sand and clay. What it consists? Sand and clay. It consists of sand and clay. It consists of sand and clay particles. It can hold enough of air and water also. It can hold both air and water. It will hold both air and water. Okay, it will hold air and water and it is rich in humus. It is rich in humus. It is rich in humus. It is the perfect soil for growing plants. This is perfect soil for growing plants. That is why it is found in the gardens and farmer land. It is found in the garden as well as farmer land. It is a mixture of sand and clay. Okay, I said here it is a mixture of sand and clay. The loamy soil is a mixture of sand and clay. Its water holding capacity is medium. Holding of water capacity is medium and enough of plants that grow. Here the plants can grow in this. The more plants can be grow. It is also consists of roots breathing. It is also having a root breathing system. Okay, loamy soil is good for plants. This soil is good for plants. Next is clayey soil. Clayey soil. Okay, clayey soil. What do you mean by clayey soil? Means it consists of very fine clay particle. It is consisting of very fine clay particles. It is sticky. It is sticky. Hence, there is very little air space. It is having little of air space between the particles of the soil. Between the particles of soil, it can hold lot of water. What it do? Lot of water. It can hold lot of water. Lot of water. This clayey soil will hold lot of water. What it does? It holds lot of water. It can hold a lot of water. It gets hard. and dry. When it dries, so it will be very hard, and so used for making pots. This kind of soil we use for making pots. Okay, for what purpose? For making pots, toys, etc. This type of soil is generally found near the river beds. We can find this kind of soil near the river beds. It is okay. Clay soil, it consists of very fine particle that is called as clay. What it consists? Very fine particle that is called as clay. It is water holding. Its water holding capacity is very high in this. Wet clay is very sticky. Wet clay. In this clay, this soil becomes wet due to the it's having water holding water capacity more. Okay, it will be very sticky. It consists of little air. What it consists? It consists of little of air. Little of air. The roots of the plants do not get enough air. What happens here? It does not get enough air, and the space is in it is good only for rice. It's very good for growing rice. The clay soil that we get from farmers, this soil, what happens is used for making vessels. We use this soil for making vessels, toys, and pots. Also, we can do pots with the help of clay soil and soil. This toys as well as vessels. We can make some kind of vessels also. And this for making bricks. This clay is used for making bricks. It was all about types of soil: sandy soil, loamy soil, and clayey soil. Next is, what do you mean by gravel? Okay, gravel. It is made up of small stones. Gravels are made up of small stones and pieces of pebbles. And pieces of what? Pebbles, which are seen only in some areas. These are seen in only some areas. Gravels cannot hold water at all. What happens? Gravels do not hold water at all. It is not having capacity of holding water. It is called as gravel. There is an activity here. Take three sample of soils. Okay, three kind of soil. One from a river bank, and one from your garden, and another sample from your roadside. Okay, we have to take three kind of soil. Mix each of these sample in a beaker. What we have to do? We have to mix this into a beaker with some water. With the help of some water, allow the soil to settle after stirring it. We have to mix, we have to stir it, make them to settle. What do you see at the end? Okay, the bigger and heavier particles of the soil and small stones cross. What happens? It will be at the bottom. The bigger particles and heavy particles will be into the bottom. The above the heavier particle of a layer, finer like sand, will settle. After the stone, what happens? There will be a settling of sand. Above the sand, the fine clay. What happens there? A fine clay. While being seen, then above the loamy soil and humus will be seen. On the surface of the water, we can see the humus and loamy soil. Where? On the surface of the water. Note the different height of these layers depending upon the particular type of soil sample. Okay, now you know that the soil you can see composed by many things. You can see the pictures here. Here it is stones, next comes sand, next clay and loamy and humus. Okay, you can see the picture in your textbook. Next is soil erosion. Soil erosion means it's one of okay, before going to soil erosion, we'll go uses of soil. Some uses of soil. For what purpose we use soil? Uses of soil. A plant taking minerals and waters. A plant will take a mineral and water from a soil. From where we do plants will get minerals and water? From a soil for its growth. Why it will take? For its growth. Soil is used for making bricks. For what purpose we use soil? For making bricks that are used in constructing of building. We use them for the construction of buildings. Minerals are found in the bedrocks. Minerals are found in the bedrock layer of a soil. Where they are found? Minerals are found in bedrock soil. Okay, layer of soil. Clay soil used for making pots. We use this clay soil for making pots. Many small animals make their home in the, yes, many animals will make their home in the soil. These are the uses of soil. MCQ. Okay, first question. The best soil for the growth of plants is, okay, option A, loamy soil, option B, clay soil, option C, gravels, option D, okay, the best soil for growing plants is loamy soil, clay soil, gravel and sandy soil. Which is the answer? Second one. Loamy soil is made up of A, sand and gravel, B, gravel and clay, C, clay soil, D, okay. See these three questions. fill-ups. This one dash does not follow. Okay, students, up to this today. We'll continue in the next class. Thank you. It's homework. Please do it and put me to my WhatsApp number. Thank you. We'll continue in the next class.